Um, and just as a reference point, if you haven't seen it, you can go Google or YouTube Richard Pryor cocaine interview, and you'll see the source video with which this poem is in conversation. But Richard, will you show me an ethic of freedom? Richard Pryor is a criminal and comes from a criminal people. It may be that hell will not recede. A friend calls Susan for comfort. Susan says, "You gave him lots of time and lots of freedom." Richard Pryor will not be present for this poem. My friends and I studied R. Crumb's cartoons of Angel Food McSpade. Doug says his people called her Kissy Darkums. Kissy Darkums. Her nipples are drawn 5 inches for our throats. I can hardly stop saying it. I can tell you my father is dark, dark but dark. He was born of Andean people and a Spaniard or two. My mother was born of Semites. So here's a test. Let's do it. You look at Kissy Darkums, and I'll look at Kissy Darkums, and we'll each of us see how we feel. My dick got hard. So do I feel white? I feel like a lily. The infant child screams hard into the room. The infant child screams hard into her mother's bones, but the voice, as far as reverberation, air, and chambers go, is of a void. I'm trying to figure out what we learned first. The mother gives her breast. The child opens her mouth and lets it in. Is that why Crumb drew Kissy like that? We learned to take down our mother's nipples. I find a freedom in believing that we were born bottoms. Maybe this is comfort to a fool. Richard Pryor thinks Gene Wilder is a faggot, but Gene can, suck his dick. I don't think it's easy for anyone, but I think it's hard for white people and for men. As far as being white and being a man go, closing our eyes and allowing bird calls in the ear. Sometimes Susan and I fight about white women. She thinks I hate them. Susan, beautiful and fierce, is a white woman. Something should get done. It's easy enough for me to get fucked by a man. That's just father's milk. But sometimes Susan fucks me. She makes me feel as a chamber for the great wind. We're working on it. Richard Pryor says he got paid $2 million for stir crazing, and no one brought a video camera and a white man and a grip and lights to ask Richard Pryor's grandma about shit. Upon noting little Waylon Hart-Smith's growing awareness of language as such and the primacy of language among the tools for getting things done, Philip commented, "It's insulting to ask the child to be somebody just to get a glass of water." Like Philip, I want to believe we have better things to do. Richard Pryor pleads and pleads that he does. Kissy Darkums is drawn full of belly. Oh, polyp. Oh, birth. Birds in song spit gold ropes.